Okay, good day, everyone, and welcome to the webinar tonight. All right, and I'm really excited to be here, and I want to do a quick rundown of something I believe is important for everybody on this team. The title, I just have two slides I want to talk about before we go into the technical and all those details, settings and all that. And what I want to talk about is how to become more. How can a person who joins Team Energy in RoyalQ achieve more? Like I always say, you have to see the future, and the future you are seeing can be a direct opposite of what is currently around you. So a person might be flat broke, look hopeless right now, but the person has to see a future beyond his hopelessness. The current broke state, the current financial challenge the person is going through, maybe he can't meet up his bills, he doesn't even know how to activate the bot. How can a person move from, being helpless to being able to change their life? The first bullet point here says, you must think beyond your environment. That is the first step. If you want to change your life from where you are right now, you must think beyond your current environment. Your environment, it has effect on your mind because you're just going to be going in circles. The environment reminds you of who you are, triggers different emotions, and you stay in the same cycle. Then RoyalQ comes to you. How can you take RoyalQ right from that environment where you are and create something phenomenal that changes the world? To achieve that, you must think beyond the environment. So your personality creates your personal reality. This concept, when you connect it with the first bullet point, you begin to see the importance of creating a new personality. All right? Because if you don't create a new person, you want to change your finances. You cannot change your finances with your current personality. It won't work. You'll just keep hitting a brick wall. To change your current reality to a new reality, you must change your personality. And when we talk about personality, we're talking about your thinking, your thoughts, the actions you take every day, and the feelings you hold. Observe these three things. If you've never done this before, just observe the thoughts you hold from the early morning to midday to the end of the day. Just observe the words that are sounding in your head. Not even the words that are coming from your mouth, just the thoughts in your head. Then observe how those thoughts make you feel. Then when you're taking action, doing your daily routine, whether you go to work, whatever you're doing, look at the energy with which you're operating. You see, that is your personality. And that current personality has created your current reality. To achieve something bigger, to take RoyalQ and achieve something bigger, you must change how you think, you must change how you feel, and you must change how you act. I mean, I came across these thoughts today, and it really dawned on me, because this is how you change. I know who I was before I embraced the success of RoyalQ and the online space. I know the kind of thinking I had. I used to feel everything is a scam. I used to feel that I can't talk to people. I used to feel that, no, I cannot beg people. I cannot tell people to come and do something. I cannot encourage people to come and join a business. I used to feel that I cannot be a professional team builder, network marketer. I was comfortable, but I wanted more. So this is a very important point. And you need to start changing how you think, feel, and act now. To change your reality, you have to become someone else. And that's why I put that in bold. Because your current personality cannot create a new reality. It will keep creating your current reality. So if you keep telling yourself, oh, I'll feel so sad if I talk to someone about Royal, I can't talk to somebody, that's your current personality. You have to change to become someone else if you want to break through and become $1 million earner, or to earn your first $50,000 online, or to earn your first $100,000 online. You need to become someone else. You have to think, feel, and act in a different way. So I challenge you, if you're here on this session live, or if you're watching this on the replay, I want you to type in the chat box right now or in the comments section, how can you change your thinking now about RoyalQ technology? What do you need to change about your thinking? When you think about, building a business or trading, how do you feel? Do you feel that trading is difficult? Do you feel that there's no way you can do it? If you keep feeling there's no way you can trade, that is too complicated. If you keep feeling like you can't do it, at the end of the day, you will take no action. And if you take no action, you cannot even have any success. All right? So it's very important. I just wanted to take a few moments to talk about this slide. I think, look, it's a loop. It's actually a loop. So with your brain and your mind, you can decide to think about how you're feeling. All right. So if you want to get yourself out of the cycle, right now you think, how am I feeling? And if you observe that you're feeling down, all right, and it is bothering you, then you think about the way you feel. When you think about the way you feel, all right, then think about, observe your thoughts, think about how you feel, then think about the thoughts you're holding and begin to switch them. That's just basically it. The more you observe your thoughts and change how you feel about RoyalQ technology, you identify what you need to change in you. You have to become someone else. Trust me, you have to become someone else. The person I am today is not the person I was 10 years ago when it comes to the ability to influence people, online, network marketing. I had to become someone else. I had to literally go on, I had to push myself to talking to strangers. I had to push myself to doing I just knew I had to achieve the level of success, but I did not know how. So all I knew I could do was just start talking to strangers and just know that as I talk to strangers, I am crystallizing something that will change my life in the future. All right. Yes, I'm feeling uncomfortable about my current financial status. Excellent. All right. So that's how you feel. So what do you want to achieve tomorrow? Write that down. That's the first goal. How much do you want to make to get out of the current financial status? Thank you very much. I appreciate that comment that was dropped. So once you identify how much you need, let's say you want to get an extra $200 in a month, then you ask yourself, who can I become? What can I become? You have to become more. You have to be someone else. If you don't change to become someone else, you can't change your current reality. Remember, your personality creates your current reality. And your personality is about how you think, act, and feel. So take your time, do this deep dive when you're alone, maybe before you sleep tonight. Ask yourself, what can you change in how you think, how you feel, and your actions? Then when you identify what you need to change, then begin to, feel like somebody that has made those changes. All right. So you first of all started by observing how you feel. Oh, I'm not happy with my current financial status. So then set your goals. Then how will you feel when you achieve those goals? Who do I need to become to achieve those goals? Then begin to think about that. and the feeling of having achieved it. Then bring that feeling of having achieved those goals to today. This is the hardest work in the world. It is actually the hardest work in the world. When somebody cannot afford to feed himself and is thinking about his success that lies ahead and bringing that success to today and being able to feel the feeling of having the success already, that is the hardest work in the world. But that is how you create your new reality. That's how you change your life. That's how you begin the journey. It's going to be very hard when you start, but that is just the beginning. But you need to change your actions, change your thoughts, change your feelings. You can start with your thoughts, you can start with your feelings, but you must also change your actions. If you observe this week, we started by observing. I asked myself this question this week. I said, what? I have to be somebody else if I want to create radical growth for this team. And I said, what action can I do differently? And I said, okay, early morning on Monday morning, 5:30. It just came to my head. I said, let's do it. 5:30, let's hold the session. Pure technical session, market analysis, looking for signals. And those signals have been going well so far. And now tonight again, we've got an idea that midnight tonight, we're going to try look at the market again. By midnight, we're going to drop the link. It's going to be this same link. A few people who come in will do the market analysis together. So I have to become more. I have to be somebody different from who I was if I want to create the level of success that I wish to get. That is just the secret of life. All right? And the more you feel the future emotions and bring them to today, the more you fire those brain, those brain connections, the synaptic connections, and that's how you begin the journey to changing your story. Now, this second slide is just focusing on your daily routine. I told you you have to change your actions, your feelings, your thoughts. Now, the secret of your future. A lot of people say, oh, I want to see my future. I want to see my future. The secret of your future is hidden in your daily routine. And I'm talking about what you habitually do. So if a person sees everything you do, both in secret and reality, the person can predict your future. I mean, if you allow people to watch you 24 hours for a month, everything you do, it will be easy to say this is what you're going to become in the next few months or years. Because your daily habitual routine will definitely, that is where your future is hidden. So if you cannot master, I mean, there are some few videos you need to watch when you start with us. If you cannot watch those videos, then you are, you're not ready to get started. You need to be able to set your daily routine. And if you want to build the business, you need to tell yourself, I will talk to 2 people or 3 people or 5 people every day for the next 6 months about RoyalQ. So it is your daily routine that unlocks your future. The reward of your routine is a future. So every routine has a future that is going to create. So look at your life right now, whatever you're doing, anything that you're always doing and that you're attaching a lot of emotions to is going to create a future for you. So if people are always partying, taking drugs, hanging out with friends, they are creating a future for themselves. All right. If people are stealing, cheating, trying to rip people off of their money, scamming, those people are also creating a future for themselves. All right. So if you decide today to spend 30 minutes every day watching our videos for the first 1 month and taking notes with a book, a pen, you are creating a future also. So routine is the way you create the future. Because by taking action and changing your routine, you are changing who you are. You are changing your action sets. As you change your action sets, also change your thoughts and the emotions you feel when you operate. All right? Something you are doing daily is determining a miracle or a tragedy. One of those two. All right? Something you are doing daily is determining a miracle in the future or a tragedy. Most times when tragedy happens, people say, oh my God, I'm finished. All right. So that's just a little bit of my little way of trying to inspire you as a team, because I know a lot of people struggle with these things when it comes to trading and they see this kind of chart. They say, oh my God, I don't know what to do. And they give up. You must become somebody else. All right. Okay, so I want you to drop in the chat box, what do you want to learn today? I have what I want to tell you, but just drop in the chat box what do you want to hear from me today, so that I can take that into cognizance as much as possible. But in my mind today, we're going to look at how to set up your bot for autopilot strategy. Sorry, not autopilot, one of the settings. We're going to do live setup, and then we're going to also try to look at a chart from fresh, set up all our indicators and parameters. Then we're going to check the Bitcoin chart, acro chart, and take question answers and call it a day. I'm not seeing any chat from anyone. Does that mean you all just decided to come and listen to me? All right, in that case, here it is. This is an Excel sheet that I encourage everybody to have once you activate. This was created by the RoyalQ Team Motion International. And I decided that it's good enough to be here with us. So once you activate your bot, ask your sponsor for the RQTMI settings worksheet. So whenever you open this worksheet, the first thing you need to ask yourself is, what's my capital? So we have what they call Magic One. I call it Method One. Method One requires a minimum of $320, and it's a one-shot strategy. If you don't know what one-shot is, I dropped a video earlier today. Everybody should watch, RoyalQ settings. Just keep watching. Watch it once or twice. Take notes, because those settings, if you master them, you make money with this bot. Okay, so this is $320 minimum capital. So if a person has $500, they can still do this. And how do you do it? If you have $500, just remove the first buying amount, which is $20. That means you have 480. So you can come to this place under remark, type 480. And once you type 480, the settings appear right here underneath. All right. These settings are always here from here to here. These are the settings. Then you have the margin configuration right here. And if you're confused about margin configuration, yes, there's a video on our YouTube channel explaining all of those settings. So please reach out for those videos. I dropped them earlier today in all the groups, basically all the groups. Make sure you watch them. Okay. Then you enter the settings. All right. So method 2, or so-called Magic 2, has a minimum of, it has first buying amount of $15. And it's a cycle method. And it takes about $525. So you can actually operate, if you have $525, you can actually do autopilot settings. Okay. And these are the settings. You just type them into the bot. Super easy. 1% margin call drop, multiple buying ratio, that's method 2. Now, method 3 is a one-shot method. Now, when we give our signals, it's a one-shot method. Okay. All right. It's a one-shot method. All right. When you're trading with the signal, it's one shot. And if you don't know what one shot means, we have a video guiding you on that. Basically, one shot means if you sell, don't buy again. Then you go wait for the next signal. All right. So this is method 3. It actually has 7 margin calls. 25% call drop. And you can do that with $135. Sorry, 135 times whatever your first buying amount is. Okay. Now let's look at magic method 4. So your capital determines everything. You decide the method, like method 4 minimum is $1,515. So somebody with $1,500 can do this, and it's a cycle mode. So you can decide to use one of our volatile coins like Acro and Arbitrum, or some of the other volatile coins. Just set it up and use the settings to set it up and walk away. So that is cycle for method 4. So you just use this Excel sheet and knock yourself out really, really enjoy the process. All right, now here's another thing, method 5. Yeah. Minimum capital for method 5 is $520. And is it one shot? It's one shot. Now, method 5 tolerates 50% drop in price. That's amazing. 50% drop in price, like it's crazy stuff. I mean, 50% drop in price. That is what method 4 gives you. All right. Okay. And okay. So that's method 4. So if you have $520, you can do this one shot. Okay. Then you have method 6. You have method 6 that starts with it's also cycle for $3,000. All right, $3,000, and these are the settings. These are the settings. And if you check the video, we explain all the settings, and we'll just show you a screenshot of how you can enter all of these things in a moment. All right, and then you have method 7. Okay. Method 7. This is method 7, $3,000 also. All right. So, but we have our method we use for autopilot trading. Like you said, what you see cycle is autopilot trading in cycles. Okay. It's autopilot trading in cycle. All right. So that is, do you have any questions about the Excel sheets? Any questions about the Excel sheets? You can ask questions.
No question from me.
All right.
I can't ask questions, but all this is just thinking. I'm just following.
All right. So in the absence of questions, maybe you would then go to we'll then go to other matters. So that's it for me. I mean, the Excel sheet is an easy way for you to trade with this bot. So if you come here, you have if you have $350, just use magic method 1. All right, just use method 1. I mean, or method then there's also method 5. Method 5 is also one shot. Okay. And the reason they allow so much drop in price is because the market really dips like crazy sometimes, but you see the percentages are very, very narrow. All right, so let's just look to what next do we need to look at. Let's talk about how to set up your charts. Okay, let's talk about how to set up your charts. Okay. Somebody should name his favorite coin. Maybe it's not among the ones we have already set up. Just name your favorite coin. The first thing is the Excel sheet. Once you have the Excel sheet, let me show you where you need to go to. So if you go, once you have the Excel sheet, you just click on mine at the bottom right here. You click on mine, then you click on my strategy settings. When you click on my strategy settings, that is where I have a couple of all these things here, and I could delete some. All right, I could delete a couple of them. Okay, I'm just curious to see what's this one. I must have saved it a long time ago. Okay, this one is Okay, 3 margin calls. Okay, yeah. I get this now. This is more like a sniper. Yeah, 248. Yeah, this is a sniper. All right, so I'm gonna just delete this one because I don't think I really. So you see, you can delete these settings once you save them. But now, when you come in here, you're gonna have here blank. All right, it's gonna be blank for you. So what you just do is click on the plus. You click on the plus sign. Once you click on the plus sign, you see risk type. You change it to radical. All those things on the Excel sheet, right? All those things on the Excel sheet. You click on confirm. Just these same things on the Excel sheet. Let's say you wanted to do method 1. All right, risk type radical. You have whatever dollar the remark can be your dollar amounts, your capital. So you have to determine your capital. If your capital is 700, just remove the first buying amount of $20 and put 680 here, and you put that in the remark. All right, so your remark section here is where you type all that out. You put your first buying amount. When you put your first buying amount, based on the Excel sheet, just take note of it because sometimes it changes when you want to relaunch. You can always edit that again. You want to turn off, leave this one. This is off. Open position double, leave it off. AI margin call, you have to turn it off. Okay, turn it off and enter the settings. So these are all the settings. We have videos that explain the settings and all of that. Okay, that's all you have to do. Okay, so let's see, what's your favorite coin? Acro. Okay, somebody said Avast. Somebody said Avast. So let's look at Avast and see what Avast. Yeah, can you give us a background on Avast? What really is Avast? What makes you love Avast? You can unmute yourself. Let's get curious about what makes you love Avast. So let me try call up Avast on a new chart. So I'm just gonna want to save. Let me save. Let me just open it with. All right, so Avast. If what's the acronym for this one again, sir? Is it AVA? No. It's AVA USDT, right? Am I correct, Mr. Izu? Is it AVA USDT? Is that correct?
It's Avast.
Yeah, I just tried to type Avast. And I can't see anything on it on Binance. So that's why I said it's likely. Oh, don't worry, let me check on RoyalQ. I'll be able to see what it is. No worries.
Yes.
No, I think he meant AVAX.
Yes.
I think he meant AVAX. Yeah. AVX.
Avast. AVX. AVAS.
AS. No, I think it's, so let's just say he's talking about AVAX. Okay. So if it's AVAX,
actually AVAX. AVAX.
So AVAX USDT. So AVAX was once one of our favorite coins.
It was a coin that that made us money last 2 years.
Yeah, and it's still making money now. Look at it. In fact, it's AVAX. Look at it. Oh my God.
Just that Acro have taken position of AVAX.
Yeah, but that doesn't take away AVAX because it's all about the volatility. And here you go. So this is AVAX. So let me hide a lot of the indicators and start afresh. Okay, because we have a lot of new people here, I'm going to start from the scratch.
Okay. Please, this your trading view, is it a paid version?
Yes, now I had to be paying because of the team.
Because all these our own, no, they take more than 3 indicators.
Yeah, I know. So it's we just do this for the team, yeah. Okay, so just pay a couple of I don't know how much is it? Can't even remember. All right, but it's fine. It's exactly. Remember, like I started this webinar, I said you have to become somebody else. Do you understand? You have to become somebody else to lead your team to victory. So I told myself I want to be leading my team to victory and using a free version of. So sometimes when I'm not really giving signals, if I'm too busy, I don't bother renewing it. But this November, I want to challenge myself. I have to become somebody else. I have to be able to take different types of give different type of signals. So when you come for the first time to TradingView, I mean, you will likely use a free version. All right. So once you call up your coin of choice, you go to the 4-hour chart, and the first target is to draw support and resistance on the 4-hour chart. All right. That's the first goal. How do you draw support and resistance? Click on 4-hour here and click on line. So right here, there are different type of charts here. So, different type of charts. So I like to click on line chart, and I put an asterisk here to make it favorite. So just click on line. It's here already. So I just click on it. It will change the screen to line. All right, so let me delete this MACD so that everybody sees better. MACD and stochastic RSI. Yeah, so that you see only this, which is what I want you to see right now. Okay, so we use horizontal lines. I'm using a laptop version, so this thing works on the phone too, all right? But I prefer using this system. So this is a horizontal line. When I click on it, I just go to the highest point and just tap on it, and you see it tested it once, twice, all right? Then look at the lower point. It tested it here, and it's tested it here too. So I click on the horizontal line again. Don't worry, as you keep practicing, you will see how to locate these horizontal lines on your phone. And then I look at it and I say, okay, so what else is happening here? We're locating support and resistance. The support and resistance, these refer to possible price reversal points. That's what you need to know. You need to know the probable price reversal points so that when you want to take profit, you don't set your profit beyond those points, so that you can get out before it gets to those points. So this is important, all right? And when you want to enter, you can decide to time your entry, based on one of those points also, all right? Then become like somebody who sees visions on the market. All right, so I just chose to use this line because this line here coincided with this line here, and that's good enough. Then I try not to draw too many lines. This place looks like somewhere I can put this. Let me see. Yeah, this one coincides with this one, so I can do this here. There's another indicator I like to put on the chart, and that indicator is actually, I like to put on the chart when I'm, that is what we call HTF liquidity. So let me just display it here. For those who are just joining us for the first time, let's see, HTF liquidity levels. The one by SBTNC, all right? Like I said, we teach you something here that, I mean, people will charge you hundreds of thousands of dollars, hundreds of thousands of naira for, and we teach you here for free. So HTF liquidity levels. So these are, some kind of smart money indicators. All right. They are also like a very good support and resistance, directive. So now if I enter a trade here, I have this resistance level here, and I have this liquidity level. Sometimes I can stretch it beyond this resistance level and go here, and I'll show you why in a moment, because we're now in the form of a line chart. Okay, so so I'm not seeing anything here, but I can see this level here. So automatically, I'm just going to put a line here. I'm just going to put a line there. All right, then I can see this level here. And I can see that it coincides with this level. So yeah, I can just decide to put a line there. I try to avoid too many lines anyway. Does it coincide with somewhere? Let's see. What does it coincide with? Yeah, not bad. Can just put it there. Then what else? So it's okay. We still have some location above. Oh, so I have already done a lot of noisy. Let me delete a lot of this noisy. Yeah, this was the initial experiments where we were trying to, in those early times, drawing so many lines. But you don't need so many lines with the HCF liquidity level indicator. Okay, so you can see that the peak has already been determined here. Okay, if you look very closely, the peak of this has already been used as a support level. I can draw more lines in between, but for now, our price is here, so let's just draw. Because of our time, I don't want to spend too much time. I'll just drop here because of this and this. It's tested it here, tested it here also. So I can draw a line there, and I can also draw a line here. I can also draw a line, yeah, just somewhere in the middle here. Okay, so you can see. Don't worry about these ones up here. It might look very noisy. Just forget about them for now. So the price is down here. We're not up there yet. So let's save our time. Now, once you've done this on the 4-hour chart, what I can do is then switch it back to candlestick chart. Yeah, you can click on it, see candlestick somewhere. Candlestick charts. Yep. So I just change it back to candlestick charts. All right. So you can see price went up. It's likely to reverse here. Let me annotate, right? So price is likely to reverse here. Possible likely points here. And it did. When it was coming up from here too, it's likely to reverse here. And it did. It was also likely to reverse here, but it went up here. It could also reverse here, but it didn't get up here. So that's why you don't have to be greedy. So from here, I will just set my target here or here and just walk away with the money I have. So look at this, it went up, it obeyed here, all right? Then came down before shooting up. So these support and resistance lines are like your guide to determining where you want to really position yourself, right? That's what you can do. Okay, so support and resistance is drawn, liquidity level position here. What next? This is AVAX. Mr. Zhu, you want me to start trading AVAX again? This is so good. So good. Now, the first indicator I teach people to start observing is, this is 4-hour chart. So a little bit of background. Let's just go to 1-hour chart. Let me keep it simple. I look at 1-hour chart to decide what to do, but I look at the weekly charts, daily chart, 4-hour chart, just to see what's happening in the future. Because sometimes what's happening in the future can actually, what's happening in the bigger time frames rather, can decide the direction of your trading, the trade that you've gone into. All right. So the indicator you want to add is the one called market bias. Very powerful indicator, sweet indicator, and I'm going to show you how to use it in a moment. So market bias settings, let me call it up from here so that you can, for those who are just joining us, market bias is market bias by CREBR, market bias by Professor X. Okay, 703 people are using this. What does it help you do? It just helps you to determine, the trend. When the market is sideways, it can give you a lot of headache, but when the market is trending, it can tell you the direction of the trend. So when you see green, it means we're in an uptrend. So how do you use it? Market bias plus support and resistance can guide you. So let's just say you touch this place and you can see it has crossed it and it has turned green. It means you're looking for entry points. So in case you decide to enter here, this is not how we trade, but let's just, just keep it simple. If you decide to enter here, all right, where is, I'm trying to look for price range. So if you decide to enter here, it's the green, and you enter here, you want to stick to this first resistance level, 2.3%, or you can do 5%, this 6%, yeah. You do the 6% and don't be greedy. Well, if you have the mind, some people say, oh, let me just do straight 18%. But the truth is that it might never get here. Let's face the reality. If the trend is not heading upwards, it might never get here. Because we've been in the bearish season, but we're gradually getting into the bullish momentum. All right. So this is 17%. So you can see what this coin gives, 70% gains. That's huge. All right. So, but typically, if I'm giving a signal because I am leading people, I'll just stop here, 6%. That's good enough. So that's what it means. I'll take profits. Now, because I'm trading here, I'm seeing a liquidity level here showing me red. So if I were to trade risky markets, I would place my stop loss here. Just somewhere here. Yeah. So you could even trade and decide that, oh, I'm just going to tolerate 10% margin call drop. Yeah. Because you can see that after this liquidity level, the next liquidity level is crazy, so far away. Below. Jeez. Wow. Wow. I'm not seeing any liquidity level. So it means like, all right, this. So if you pay attention to this trading, you realize that this is like the low part of it for the most recent, as recent as possible. So it's just could go up. And if it breaks below this point, that means it's going to go down like crazy. All right. So that's it. All right. That's it. So I can decide to tolerate 10% margin calls. And with sniper methodology, and I have $1,000, I would just say 10%. 4 margin calls, right? I'll just say 10% divided by 4. In case 2.5, let's just say 10% divided by 4, 2.5%. So I will set each margin call to be 2.5%. Because in RoyalQ, you must trade with margin calls. Margin calls are the soul of the business. We don't want you to be trading with all your money in the first buying amount. Some people do it, but please, you're starting, if you don't have the emotional tenacity, don't do that. Because allow the bots to buy the margin call. So the tip I want to give everyone here tonight is, if you're trying to set how much deep tolerance, use the HTF liquidity. But I'll show you another way that you can combine with HTF liquidity to look at how much percentage drop can this thing likely drop. For those who already know, it is the order block. All right, combine HTF liquidity with order block to determine how deep it's likely to go. All right. So look at this. I mean, if I take 6%, I'm okay. I just walk away. Now, when do I enter again? I will wait. I will wait until this thing gets close to market buyers, like right here. Right here, it has hit the support. It's hit it earlier and it has hit it the second time. The second time, I'll be tempted to enter again straight up. All right, I'll be tempted to enter straight up, and it's close to market buyers. Listen, once the price gets close to market buyers, and especially if it's close to a support line, expect a pump. So right here, I could have entered here, and this is a high one. So I will just take 9%. Or in my mind, if I'm afraid sometimes, I'll just say, well, let's just do 8% or 7%. Take it and move on. Let's not be greedy. Okay. And I will be looking at, is there a HTF liquidity level close by? Well, the next HTF liquidity level was up here. But I wouldn't want to test it because market can change direction anytime. But it was actually going to that level and it went, it really went to that level. All right. Now, it has gone up again and come down. The moment the price comes down and touches market bias again, I'm just telling you this, because market bias is green, right? The moment it touches here again, it's just to enter again. Another 5%. I'm telling you, you can make money just for you to learn a few things. You have to change who you are. You have to become, for you to change your future, you have to become somebody else. You can't remain you can't remain with the same personality traits, the same actions, emotions, and thoughts, and expect your life to change. It's not going to change. That's what I said in the initial presentation. And I keep this opportunity open for everybody so that prospects can see the quality of work we do here. This is what we do to give you signals, all right? So that on your own, you can even generate your signals without waiting for us, right? So you see, market bias is green. It touched here, went up, gave you your results. Now, it went up and came back and touched here again. Now, when it's touching here, the average person is saying, oh, maybe it's about to crash. Okay, maybe it's about to crash. No wahala. What if it's crashing? What's the worst that can happen? I just look at it like this. If it's crashing now, just tolerate 20% drop, which is this level, all right? The HCF liquidity level. So with just support and resistance and market bias, with HCF liquidity, you can be trading. You don't need to have a paid version. I'm just paranoid and I just decided to get a paid version. You can just be trading like this. Okay? Now, I will enter here. I would likely enter here if I were looking at AVAX. In fact, Mr. Izu, you have made me to start looking at AVAX again. So the moment it touches here, in fact, once it's closed here, I won't even bother whether its candles are red. I will just enter and I will take another 2%, but I'll stop here. I'll stop at this support level. Remember, the support and resistance level determines your take profit location. So I just take 2% here. I will not worry myself. So calculate it to 6%, 7%, 5%. All right. So let me just say it's 5%, 15, 16, 17. So that's like 20%. From 20th of October till 27th in 1 week. Oh my God. 20% in 1 week. So if you are throwing your full capital into this thing, imagine you throw $1,000 straight into it, sniper, full entry, like Engineer Zoo will always do. It will not bother about margin call. It will just go and vomit a lot of money in a very short time. That is what market bias can do for you. But the funny thing is that it's going to retrace at some point, but you don't know. So personally, what I do is once I enter here once, it touches 2 times, and I do 3 times, I'd just like to stay away from the market. Because after 3 or 4 times, it's gonna try to dip. So, but let's just keep, for the sake of discussion, you see, it touched here again. The moment it touched here again, it looks as if it's going to dip. Somebody like me, you can enter here again. I mean, you don't need to be paranoid. Yes, market bias has turned red, but you could actually, I'll show you an indicator that can help you to see whether it wants to reverse, but you can actually just go in again and get another 2%. Easy. All right. Then the market bias touch here again. This is close to the support, to the resistance line, so I would avoid it. But it touched here again. Now, this is where I'll be like, do I take this risk? Well, look at this. Once this candle, see this candle closed above the line, and the greenish one again, greenish. Once this greenish is these two, I mean, with these two here, I'll be tempted to enter here. All right. Not because of anything. First of all, it touched market bias, which I know market bias is like a deflector of price backwards in the direction it came. But I can see it has closed above the line here. And this one, see, once this one happens, I could just go in here. And if I enter here, I'll be targeting this place, another 3%. Then it came down, came close to market bias again. My brother, this market bias automatically becomes like a support and resistance line. I need you to understand this. All right. It's not going to work every time because market can be crazy. But when it's trending, look at it, take another 3% or 3.5%. It has touched again now. What's it going to become? I can tell you, once this thing has done 3-4 times, I like to stay away from it. But could it be that right here, you have a chance to target another 3%. It's possible. And it's also possible it might start coming down. So just remember, if it's coming down, you are prepared for 20% drop. Look at this place, double, so that it will likely come down here. It will likely come down here. Any questions from our new persons on this?
This one now, you can check the price action from either 4 hours on daily chart to know if it is coming down or going up.
Yeah, there are a couple of new people. I don't want to confuse them. So I'm just keeping it simple on the 1 hour chart.
Okay.
Yeah, because if I start going to those, unless they're experienced, I'm assuming that they are still new. Like, remember I said we always check the future, really. We always check the future from the higher.
I have a question.
But we are working on 4-hour chart.
No. We set support and resistance on 4 hour chart, but we take our trading decisions on 1 hour charts. Okay, Mr. Obiora, go ahead.
Sorry, my question is, if it dips beyond the 20% that you talked about, what's going to happen to your capital?
Nothing is wrong now. Just relax.
Okay.
It's going to come up now. Remember yesterday we said you are not. This is not leverage market. The price of your bag of rice will just be falling down. It doesn't matter. You hold it. It's not perishable. This is not a perishable good. You hold your position. It will still come back.
Okay, so it's not going. It's not going to have any effect on your capital, right? Like blowing your accounts.
No. Yeah, you don't blow accounts.
Okay.
It is futures that blows your account.
Okay.
Because in futures you'll be trading with $10 and you'll be trading as if you're trading with $100.
Okay.
So when it goes against you, you are going to just to blow your $10 will vanish. But when it's going the direction, you'll be making money, you'll be dancing. But just one sharp market movement down, your money is gone. So I tell people avoid futures until you have mastered this trading. Even RoyalQ has a futures part of it, but we don't even encourage people to start there. It's just like Forex. Yeah. I have a friend who's a Forex trader, he has blown people's account up and down. So you just like you have a bag of rice. Oh, it's something thousand now. Then price drops, it becomes 20,000. Just hold it now. You don't have to say that's a loss, right? Just relax. You know the economic movement. You know that it will soon be scarce. You just keep it. Let's just imagine that rice doesn't ever spoil. You just preserve it now. After 1-2 months, it becomes 70,000. You sell with profits and count your money and move on.
Okay.
In this business, you don't lose your capital.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right. So this is absolutely important, and it's for the clarity and for those who are just joining us. All right. So the next indicator we like to add, you don't need too many indicators because it can give you a headache unless you can filter through them. Just keep it simple, right? Support and resistance. We also have the auto Fibonacci method. We have videos for those ones, okay? But when auto Fib wants to go against you, it can really go against you significantly, irrespective of, so that's why I kind of I don't talk too much about it. It's also a very, very powerful tool, very, very powerful tool, and really super accurate. But I just see market bias as a tool that any novice can just set it up and begin to use it. I don't think there's any special setting for market bias. Let me see. What's the setting for market bias? Yeah, period 60, smoothing 10, oscillator period 7. That's it. All right. You can watch this replay, write it down later if you want to. Nothing special. So you just put period 60, smoothing 10, oscillator period 7. That's it. Click OK. Or you can just say save as default. Yeah, okay. So that's it. This is how you make money using this. Now we have a special tool that we call order block. I love it. It's called pivot order block. So let's go to the indicator lists. Pivot order block. pivot order blocks by Trading Wolf. You see, about 1,400 people are using this. So just make it your favorite and use it on your charts. Now, if you're using a free version, you will need to, delete some. When you have seen your liquidity level and you have determined what you want to do, you can just delete and install pivot order block. The setting for pivot order block is source is weeks, pivot is 25, pivot low 25. I think these are most likely the default levels soon. But weeks, yeah. Okay, so you can see what is order block. Just a little background on what order block is. You see, in trading, there is the market maker, there is the money movers, the people that the banks, the big investors. If it's Forex, that will be the banks and all of these houses. But in crypto, some big money movers, some billionaires, when they enter the market and create a fast, heavy move, very fast move, that's what you have as you create an order block. So you can see another block here. So if I'm setting this trade, so you see this order block coincided with this HTF liquidity. I can't joke with HTF liquidity and the other blocks because combining both of them help me determine my percentage I'm likely to drop. So just a moment, please. All right, sorry about that. So if I look below here and I'm not seeing any other block, I know that this market will not drop like that now. Does he want to kill somebody? I'm not seeing any other block, no liquidity level. So it means it looks like AVAX is at its bottom. All right, at least in its bottom in very recent times. All right, so this is another block. It was formed here. This candle created another block. And if you look at the candle, you see, if I can zoom in, you see the sharp money movement here. Do you see from this tip, it just went up crazy. If you want to check how much percentage it did, this is smart money people. Smart money people. They just push this thing fast. They quickly made their money. All right. Now, so automatically to me, if I'm entering here, combining this, sorry, I'm trying to resize this chart. Yeah, combining this, I can tell myself that this will not drop below this level. Yeah, it will not drop below this level. So if you are sniping, you can actually decide to just do this. So and see, listen, it didn't even bother going to that level. Just went straight haywire up. All right, so this order block sounds like a solid foundation. Other block can be cleared though. Price can pass the other block. Like if you look at this place here, this is an order block. All right, a bearish order block. But when price got to it, the other block vanished and it became gray. So when you see these gray positions below prices, that means here was another block. So you can see several blocks were formed here. One. So this looks like a very good solid footing. All right. Now another order block was formed here. So if I'm going to determine how deep my price could go, if I want to enter here now, this is what I'm going to think of. I'm going to say, starting from here, I'm going to just position myself for 23% drop in price. Worst case scenario. Yeah, 20% drop in price. That's it. Risk to reward ratio is not nice at all. It's a very bad risk to reward ratio. But I mean, if you want to enter, that's your choice. You can actually just do this. This order block with this is likely going to be just like this. All right. So when it starts falling, you don't need to worry. It will likely fall here. And when it touches here, it will likely bounce up. In fact, when it touches here, it's likely going to also bounce up. As price is coming down, it will likely bounce off here. But if it doesn't bounce off, if it crosses it, then it could test this liquidity level, this support level, or get to this other block. So that is how you can use this. So today, let's just keep it at this. There are other indicators we use, but we don't want to confuse everyone. But now let's just talk about what Engineer Izu said earlier. If I'm going to enter here now, you want to just go to the weekly chart and see what is happening there. Wow, do you see why the other block is right here? This AVAX is crazy. This AVAX is crazy. And don't think it cannot drop to these lower order blocks. So let's just keep in mind that there's an order block here, and that this thing can drop from here to 46%, 48%. Yeah, just keep that in mind. So that's why you have to look at the big picture. AVAX is a very volatile coin. It can go up and drop down. And it can make you a lot of money, but it can also shrink. Okay. So this is the weekly chart. What's the price doing? I'm going to delete a lot of these things and just stop in my view. Of this. Okay. All right. So here we are. And what we have here is yeah. Good. So I just have to make that screen clear. All right, so you can see what's happening here. This is green, this is green, this is likely going up. All right. For you to know what's likely to do, I just check the history of the movement. All right, I just check the history of the movement. When the market hits this price range, which is this level, it had a boom. It's crazy. Oh. This was like a crazy momentum. Almost 100%. This is 100%. Over 100% movement. Then it has come back to that level. It did a little movement, then it came down. So what is it going to do next? So this week started on Sunday and it's just been here. I feel that because it's closer to these liquidity levels, it's likely to go up. But remember, we are on a negative bearish market bias. So we are bearish right now. But that doesn't matter really because this is a big picture. So don't let that confuse you. It's likely going to go up. When it's going up and getting close here, I'd rather be careful because remember, market bias has a possibility of just reversing the price back down. Okay, just remember that. When you see price getting close to market bias, just know it could reverse back in that direction. Okay, so like right now, I have a feeling that maybe, but I don't even judge based on all these things. We always confirm with the moving average convergence divergence. We always confirm with MACD. And we always confirm with stochastic RSI. We always confirm with stochastic. Where is stochastic RSI? Okay. Okay, so this is in the. Yeah, but don't worry about this one. You know, even like when it was here, it was over, but it's actually, you know, it could go either direction. MACD is a little greenish, which means it could go up, but it might come down a little bit. So you see, stochastic RSI is telling you it's in the overbought region, it might come back a little bit. If I wanted to really dig deeper, I would look for relative strength index. Now this is me with so many indicators all over the place. Relative strength index telling me that price is, yeah, it's at a good position. So what I will do if I'm going to trade this, I would enter my trade and I'll be willing to tolerate some dip if the market goes against me. And that's why you have the RoyalQ bot. This market will still go up. It will still go up. AVAX will still go up a little bit. You'll be able to make some good money on this AVAX. So that's for the. So what is AVAX likely to do? Remember, it's up probability. Nobody has all the, you know, I can see that from here. It could do till here. But I could just be okay with here. Just take 8% and just walk away. Walk away with my head intact. Okay. But that's for the weekly chart. So you can also check the daily chart. Check daily. It's already coming down on the daily. All right. This looks good. MACD is greenish, still going up. All right. But remember, just expect a little pullback, which is normal with trading. Your margin calls keep you safe. 4-hour chart, what's happening here? It's trying to go down to now crawl up, and MACD is. So this is the future. All right. Like we said, expect some dipping. The 4-hour chart is telling you it might dip for a while. Just like it dipped here momentarily before still going up. Now back to our 1-hour chart where we take our decisions on what are we going to do. Simple. The 1-hour chart, I'm going to take a buy signal. I'm just going to take my buy signal because it's touching market bias. If it wants to dip, let it dip, no problem. I expect that it will either obey this other block. If it doesn't obey it, then it will likely obey this one and go up again momentarily. All right, so it's already 10:22. Like I always say, I can keep talking and talking and talking, but we've said a lot today. Remember what we said earlier. You have to change who you are to achieve more. Why wouldn't you want to build this business? Why wouldn't you want to build this business? All right. Let me show you this. These are people that are making money every day in this team. Look at these are when you see team quantification, people that are trading and making money. So as people are trading, fees are coming. That 20% that the board takes, that people say the fuel fee, it shares it to team builders. So you can see trickles are coming in. Sometimes some big capital traders will, trigger some good money here. So you can see people are trading and making money. Why some people think that the bot is not working? So people say, oh, RoyalQ, I cannot trade. I'm sorry. If you can't trade, then what can you do? What can you do? Talk about politics, complain about the high cost of living. This is a technology that can generate this for you. All right, so we're still on the journey. We're not at our destination. We have big goals. We might be momentarily crawling. Okay, momentarily we might appear to be crawling, really. But this is where we are. This is a business that has given. Let's just calculate this because, even if you appear to be slow, you need to understand the value of what you have. So this is 58,818. Now, this was gotten over the last 2 years. So let's just imagine it's today's current rate. You multiply that by 1,150. Just, let's just keep it modest. That is 67 million naira. There are accounts that have gotten $150,000. There are accounts that have gotten $700,000. The only challenge is that, this team is not really kind of people, because of the 2021 bearish season, people kind of gave up and people have not woken up. Back then, when we started, we did not understand all the things we're teaching you. All these things we're teaching you today never existed. We were never doing those things then. So we're ignorant. And so most of us didn't use the bot well. But we've mastered all those skills and we are teaching you how to trade. So why wouldn't you build this business? Now, this figure comes from the business end of things. My trading, the team's trading and the team's income building. So while I was going about my day today, let me look at this activation gain. While I was going about my day today, I just was surprised to see $25 that dropped in from nowhere. Somebody activated, I don't know who activated who, but I just saw I got $25. Now, this was not my hard work. So it's
my
part of,
downline.
oh, great. So it's part of the team's work. That's why we come here. We come here and we hold these meetings because we know as people come in, they're going to get convinced about what we're building and they take it serious and we keep building. So, I mean, this $25 from nowhere. All right. I didn't even know it was Engineer Zoo's downline. I just know that somebody signed up somebody and it happened. This is what happens every single time, even as slow as the team seems to be slow. The same thing happened a few days ago. You know, okay, this one cannot open because it's passed some time. So no matter how slow we might seem to be, I mean, RoyalQ is still working. So just this team needs to wake up. And I understand that people have so many distractions, but you can't afford to stop building the safest business in the world. You can't afford to stop building it. This is the safest business. And on this team, we teach you how to trade. All right. So I believe we've covered a lot of things today and we've spent a lot of time. How to stop bot trading on RoyalQ. How do you mean by how to stop bot trading? Mr. Benjamin? How to stop? What do you mean by how to stop? If you want to stop your bot trading, let's say you have a trade in negative, just leave it, put it on one shot. Anytime it sells off, it will buy again. Just put that trade on one shot. Okay? Put that trade on one shot. That's how you stop the bot from trading. So if you can explain exactly what you mean, Mr. Benjamin, maybe I'll be able to add more value. If it's somebody that says, okay, I need to take my money, I don't want to trade right now. I need to solve some family problem. It's very easy. Just you can sell off your coin. You can sell it off. There are different ways to do that. So let me show you an example of this trade. I don't want to sell this off, but so you can see here. If I want to sell this off manually, I'll just come here. Remember, if a trade is managed by RoyalQ, don't sell it off from Binance, sell it off from inside RoyalQ. Otherwise, you'll be penalized. So I click on sell here. And when I click on sell, I see market price. I click on market price. And I decide, do I want to sell 25% of it, 50% of it, 75% or 100% of it? If you say 100% of it, then you just click confirm. But I don't want to do that, so I'm going to cancel. I don't want to do anything stupid right now. All right, so this trade has been bouncing from 1.5%, it goes down. I don't even care. I want it to go down so I can buy and consume $1,000 and then go vomit some good money. Even if it takes a week to do that, I want it to dip. In this business, you want when you give your settings, if you look at the settings here, I'm just kind of trying to, I use margin call limits. And here we are. If you go to the margin configuration, we just have 2%, 4%, 4%, 4%. 2, 4, this is 2, 4, 8, 16. So I need to get here and really create impact. And like Engineer Zoo said, I think I'm going to just make this one, let me change the strategy mode to sub mode real-time settlements. This is just for margin calls. Okay, what's it saying? I have to, okay, I have to set, all right, so it's telling me that before doing that, I have to set this.
The margin call must be more than 5 before that one will activate.
Yes, it has to be more than 4, Abi.
Yeah.
It has to be more than 4. So I have 4.
Yes.
So
subbing daytime start working from 5.
From 5. So I don't need to bother myself about that. So I actually want to test, one of the most powerful, just patience. That whole warehouse mode brings down your average price and vomits your capital. You just have to be patient. And that's what I want to kind of experiment with.
You know the funny thing?
What?
This system you are using is exactly the same thing I'm using, but I'm using 3. I'm using 4, but it's 1, 2, 4, 8. I did not get to 16.
Yeah, 1, 2, 4, 8. Yeah, and how many percent deep are you tolerating?
15%.
Eh?
15%.
Okay, good. So
I'm doing 2,333 and 2,444.
yeah. So this trade is BCH, and I mean, if I look at it now, if I look at this BCH, I can predict that it won't get up to. I can just say 15%. I can just go and say 15%, or let me just say 70%. Since I have 4 margin calls, all right, I can then say, let's just say 16% divided by 4, of course, which we know is 4. All right, so you can just use 4% for all the settings. All right, so if it's based on what we have there, the trade looks good. I mean, looking at the margin call, where is the margin call setting? Margin configuration, yeah. This is 4 times 3, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, 14% is good enough. 14%. And how am I basing the 14%? I'm basing the 14% using the order block. And yeah, so this is what I'm actually basing it on. I'm basing it that if you hit this one and flows to here, I don't care, it would be fine. It will be fine. Let's just use the whole money. Let it just use the whole money. That's what we want. So I'm expecting it to dip. And now if you look at this indicator, you can see that this indicator is pointing downwards. So yeah, it could start pointing downwards. But remember, it pointed down. So market is ranging, basically. That's what it's doing. Market is ranging between here and here. So it could just be dancing up and down until it decides to either go down or go up. So when market is ranging, you have to exercise more patience. All right. So it's really a great and powerful system. Enough of the scams. I mean, don't put your big money in scams anymore. Don't move your big money to any platform. Just trade on RoyalQ and master how it works. So, Mr. Benjamin, I hope I've answered the question on how to stop the bot from trading. I don't know if I got it right. I want to learn sniper entry. You want to learn? You are the professor of sniper entry, Engineer Izu. You are the professor of sniper entry. Yeah,
This your BCH. It's unfortunate that it's not going to dip because it's already on a support.
Yeah.
We did the analysis and it was on a support before we entered the market. So it will not get to that depth.
Yeah, I'm hoping for a bad news in the market. I'm hoping for one bad news to come out, and I just send it down, and I'll say yes. Can you imagine how those trading futures are praying that there should be no bad news, but I'm praying that there should be bad news. So that's how the market is. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So let's keep building. Yeah. How to take price range. You have to figure price range out. Okay, let me try do something now. Let me try call up price range. All right, I know the last time to Mr. Akko Benjamin asked about price range, so let me use my phone and call up trading view on my phone. Then I'm going to share my screen. I will switch to where is the trading view? Okay. This is the phone. So once I come here, I click on charts at the bottom here. All right, so here's Acro. So let's just, if I want to use, there's a secret if you want to use what they call this thing, price range. You have to locate where price range is. So let me try locate where price range is. Let me see. Yeah, I have it saved right here. All right, so remember how I got here? I just clicked on this thread-like, label. I clicked on it. So I have saved my price range in my favorites as a favorite. So if you haven't saved yours, just go down, go down, go down. You can see parallel channel here. All right. Let's go down, see if we can see price range somewhere down below. Under forecasting and measurement. All right, so this is price range here. So if you see, I've already put the star here. If I want to remove the star, just press and hold it. and it says remove favorite. I say yes, remove it from favorite. It will leave that favorite on the top screen. So when you come into your own for the first time, you need to press it and hold it. Just tap on it and hold it. It will say add to favorites. And then you just click on the star. And it's started. So that's how you add all these things, and it will be up here. Now, once you tap on it from a favorite section, your screen is going to be like this. You know, your screen is going to be like this. So you have to, the first step, let's say I want to place it here. You have to drag this to where you want to place it. So let's just say I want to place it here. Or just for this explanation, I will drag this cursor that is moving. I'll place it there. When I get it where I want to drop it, and then tap on that spot. When you tap on that spot, the price range has dropped. You now have to tap on it again and drag it up. Okay? To any support or resistance line as you wish. When you're done, you tap, and that's it. Okay? Then you can always go back here and how do you hide this thing? I'm trying to hide it. Okay, this is the favorite. I think this is the favorite. So I can just click on this favorite bar and trying to hide these things from here. Okay, so that's it. Okay, let's delete this. Trying to hide this. I'm trying to hide it. Let me see. How do I? Yeah, but that's basically it. You just play around with this and move your charts around. Once you have activated these favorites, you know, from here, once you've started activating, this is it, show on charts. Once you have that show on chart on, it will always show that thing on the chart. So once you unclick it, you know, it's been a long time I use it on the phone, so I'm even trying to remember exactly how. Okay, so let's just say I want to do the support line from the phone. What do I do? Let me see. If I click on this plus, is it here? Is it under drawings? Let me see. Oh yeah, it's under drawings. So if you want to put support and resistance lines, before you do support and resistance lines, you have to change you have to change the type of charts. I'm trying to remember how to change the type of chart. So let me click on charts. There's a way to change the type of charts.
You change to line chart.
Yeah, I'm trying to
You
remember
tap-
how to change to line chart. Okay, yeah, here, chart
You
type.
tap the three dots, then it shows this. You
So
see
this is
chart
chart
here,
type.
chart type.
So this
Look
chart
at
type,
chart
right?
type.
Yeah.
You
So
tap chart type.
so I hardly use the phone. So if you click on this, scroll down, you see chart type. You can now choose line.
Choose line.
This is line. You tap and hold to remove from favorites or add to favorites. So it's there. I've changed it to line. So the next thing is horizontal lines. So I go to drawings, I just pick horizontal line and I place it here. So I tap and I drag it. I can drag it up. But you know, dragging it up, yeah. Okay. Then I decide to do another drawing, a horizontal line again. Just start it there, drag it down. I want to get this support line. Okay. Sometimes your phone will be very funny, but have to get used to it. Yeah, to do this to you once in a while. You keep going until you get it. All right. So let's just say this is the support and resistance I want to pick. Let me add one more. Drawings, horizontal line. Let's just say I wanted to get it at this point. Yeah. See, it's doing this to me. So if he's doing this to you also, so I've gotten it. So let's just say I want to change back, change the chart type. I think I should do this more often in my presentations so that people will start getting used to it. So let's change back to candles, right? I click on candles. All right, awesome. So now I'm here. and I want to enter the trade here, and I want to say, oh, how much percentage do I take? I click on this, and I say price range. I want to see the price range. All right. Then I drag this dot to where I want to put it. Remember, all right, drag this dot to where you want to put it. All right, get it right. Then you tap there. Then you tap and drag it up. How much percentage is that? 1.54. All right. You want to go further? 4%. All right. So, Mr. Benjamin, I hope I've been able to help you get value that you wanted, right? All right, so just watch it and play around with it. You just have to play around with it and get the hang of it. So I want to thank everyone who has been here. It's been a long evening, but that's what we do. That's what we do. This is how we, coach the team to succeed. Starting from next year, we're going to start being aggressive again with our team building. All right, we've used a lot of months to get people to learn to trade successfully. Now we from once after the holidays, we'll get back into team building. In fact, I'll be dropping some videos for people that want to build a team. There's a way to talk to people. I'll be dropping those videos between now, maybe November, December, just for people to watch it so that they can get those secrets and begin to use it to build their team. All right. Then we can begin to build like crazy and achieve bigger goals in 2024. I want people who can focus and build RoyalQ for 6 months, January to June, July. Now, I'm not saying you should not do your other businesses. Just make sure you dedicate 1 hour a day to your RoyalQ. You can dedicate other time for other things if you have other things you're doing. Just like people have to go to work from morning to evening and come back and do their RoyalQ business, right? I want people who will say, I will make 3 phone calls every day for 6 months. I'm going to talk to 3 people every day for 6 months, because 2024, we need to take RoyalQ business to another level. All right, 2024, we need to take RoyalQ to another level. Okay, Mr. Izu. Oh yeah, so that's it. I had to use it on my phone, but I'm glad we're able to share that. Thank you very much, everyone. Is there any other question? And this is the time I say people get tired of talking and they leave me to do all the talking. And I said it yesterday, Dr. Obiora. Do you remember I said it yesterday? Mr. Michael, you remember I said it yesterday, right?
It's like most of them don't sleep.
No, we are awake. We are awake.
I'm very much awake.
That diamond that activated today was in the class yesterday, but he was sleeping.
Oh, he was sleeping. Unfortunately for him, he has a good leader that's guiding him through to it. All right. So you're a V2 now. How much do you make from that activation? $40?
$40, yeah.
$40. So let's just say you are able to get 200 people within the next 2 years.
My this thing is, at least with these settings, if I can use a martingale to set, at least giving them signal, let them be trading. If they are making money, I know that people will keep coming.
Yeah. So if you set a goal, over the next two years to have 200 people, or 1 year, 6 months, then multiply that by 40.
I have one radical person in my team. If I get 10 of that person, the person you were using as an example, he made a sale that I gave you almost $5.
Yeah, Wealth Naito.
The guy is crazy. The guy does not trade with margin call. I can throw in $3,000 in one coin.
I see his pattern. So that's it. That's interesting. So that
he was lucky that 2021 when the thing dipped, he just forgot it there and faced another thing. When they started coming out, they came out with massive profit, and since then, there is no day that he doesn't make at least maybe $50 to $100.
You can imagine. So that's why we're here, and that's why we will keep becoming more. Remember to become more for your team. So just imagine you build a team of 200 persons. As a V2, that's $8,000. If you multiply that by 1,150, bro, that's 9 million naira now.
Most of them don't run. They were.
Yeah, that's why we have to wake them up, because they are judging the system with they're like somebody bought a car, he doesn't know how to drive it, he had an accident, then he says, oh, cars are bad. He didn't know how to drive the car. Now we've mastered how to use the bots. Everyone should, try wake up as many. You can't force people anyway. That's why for me, I just look for people who want to change their lives, and we take it from there.
Let us continue. Our result will speak for us.
Finish. That's it. But I'm happiness. I am surprised that you're still awake. How are you doing?
I'm still awake. Oh, my children are sleeping. So today the network was okay, so I had to join. Yesterday it ran heavily my side. So with their network, I couldn't join.
So next year, 2024, let's plan. We need to, we need to go crazy with RoyalQ.
Yes.
But we have to perfect the signals, perfect so many things, so that when people come in, we need people to be making money. We need to be very laser focused with our sniper method, so that people can just trade with 10-15%, deep tolerance, and be making crazy income. That's just what we want to achieve. So by God's grace, it will be a success.
So, Mr. Nand, is there any video for that sniper method?
That's what we've done here. There's no video. We just
Okay.
That's what we explained here. But like margin calls, I use default martingale, because default martingale brings down the average price very well.
Yeah.
So if like I've taken 2 trades since that Sunday, and none of them bought one margin call. He didn't buy any. Okay, just this one that I bought one margin call, and I had to bring the margin call back to 2%. It was 2.5%. The other one refused to pick. This one I put at 2% has been hovering around So he just told me that when we analyze well, we are very, very, very precise, and we actually get some good results. Though, of course, some days market can reverse, but you are protected if you have up to 20% deep tolerance always. Okay. Well done. So I'm looking for you to create more V2s. Are you a V2 now?
Is it me?
Yes.
I was V2 2021 now.
So just for you to create more V2s in your team.
That's what I'm working on.
Gradually we'll get there.
Yes,
Gradually we'll get there. All right, thank you very much, everyone. And if we have a lot of new people coming, we can have another technical session this week. If we have up to 10 new people activate, we have to get them to catch up fast, so we can hold another random one-off session this week. And remember, midnight, in the next 1 hour plus, this meeting room will be open, because I personally want to look at the markets at midnight. I know Mr. Izu will also join. So those who are awake at the room will be open by 10 to midnight. You see, we have to become more, no sleep. We have to look for this money. And like I always say, if you can make $1, you can make $1 million.
I'm giving myself a target of at least $2,000 in November, minimum, with my $200.
This man, I don't know whether I bet Nigeria is.
Now $200 go use enter market, but before October finish.
Before November
Finish, that $200 might be $2,000. We'll have a dirty December.
Yes. Yes, so.
Yes, now 2021. Ants. I traded ants with $100, and ants pumped almost 100 and something percent in one trade. He gave me, as at 2021, he gave me $400 at once. ANT.
These are the people that want to destroy the blockchain.
Hey.
So with what I have learned tonight, it means
Mhm.
that I can actually know the percentage I'm heading to. We like
Yes.
hitting the roof. So anyone that is going to do double top will do it, and they will get like maybe 30-40%.
Igbo man mentality. Don't come.
Who is the person teaching us? Is it not an Igbo man?
You want to pack all the money, Abi?
So he
Why
wants
are
to
we here?
destroy. He wants to destroy the block.
Why will I be awake this
Your
night?
style. I like your style.
No, why are you awake this night when you want to be doing $10?
Since he did that thing on Ant has refused to behave
Ah.
again. When Ant see his RoyalQ account, he say he has come. Oh, he has binded his butt. He has binded his butt again.
But now you have just shown me the secret now, so I will be calculating it before even going in.
So by God's grace.
So with this thing, there is nothing like deep again, because now you see a coin, you know the possible depth it will go. Set your default martingale to that depth. If worst case scenario it goes there and you bring down your average price and you are still out.
Exactly.
Now I just noticed something now. That our settings, I think it's fine like that, Seth. So if our own enter deep, we'll leave it when it gets to a support. We'll open up the sub in real time and be trading where it is.
Yeah.
Till when it decides to come out.
Yeah. Absolutely. So this session is being recorded. We're gonna make it available tonight, hopefully. But most people don't watch videos. I hope people find time to watch these videos, especially the new ones. So please, all new ones, go and activate your bot. First of all, get the link from your sponsors, sign up. After signing up, go through the process of activation. You see, the learning is in the doing. You have to be doing what we're saying. Otherwise, you're not gonna get the hang of it. All right. Thank you very much. God bless you. As we go along and have a more vibrant team again, I am ready to do prospects meeting 2 times a week, technical sessions 2 times a week. I can do whatever it's necessary to make the RoyalQ team succeed. Thank you very much. And God bless
you.
For those who are, see you by midnight.
Yeah, good night, everyone.
Good night.
Yeah.
Everyone.
Good night.